Hi, it's voice actor Kelly Wilson. We're live. So, on this week's episode of Real Talk, you need new inputs. You ever heard that? Um, Mostly because when I'm stale, when I'm boring, I get cranky and completely uninspired, which is so lame. And it's a lot harder to be real, and that's my thing. That's all I know how to do. I'm a horrible liar, so I just gotta be me. So, first off, before I get into the episode, if you have questions you'd like for me to cover here on this show about voiceover or life, I probably know more about voiceover than life, less about children. Hit me up with your questions, Kelly at kellywilsonvo.com. Love to cover them here on the podcast. And yes, I got a little frog action happening in the throat. Hey, Lamar, thanks for saying hi. Lamar's on LinkedIn. Thanks for listening. Thanks for saying hi. That's cool. You're hanging out working on a Saturday too? Well, truth be told, my children are not around, so this is a perfect opportunity to make this happen. Okay, today's podcast episode. You need new inputs. Okay. So for me, that means changing my environment. It gives me new ideas. I'm like physically removing myself. Like, check it out. So I work from home, right? And I love my office. I'm thankful that I have an office and it's cool in here. And I just redid my whole studio, or mostly the office part. And I'm sitting in a booth. I'm sitting in a portable booth, and the walls are padded. It's cool, man. I have a huge screen. I'm so thankful. I'm so lucky to do what I do. However, I work from home. That means my kids are here. The dog, the fish with the creepy eyes that's always staring at me. They're always here. I like our snail. The dishes are always here. The laundry, the cooking, the dinners. My kids eat. I swear it's like every 2 hours. So the daily grind stuff. So, dude, sometimes I gotta physically remove myself from this place, and that is the only way to recharge my batteries. And I don't think I truly understood that needed this, that this was a thing that I needed until about maybe a month ago. So, beginning of this month, June, I took some unplanned time off. I attended a funeral in Florida. That's where I'm from. I'm from Florida. I lived out there until I was about 25, and most of my family's still out there. So, myself, my kids, we flew to Florida, flying alone with two kids. That, if you're wondering, still not fun. Still not fun to do that. Everyone's listening, like, yeah, we know that. But it was still good to see family. And my husband didn't come with me to help. It was, kind of a last minute trip. And my husband is a fish farmer. So lots of fishies are having babies during the summer. I now know that because of him. So, anyways, I assumed, I go to Florida for a funeral. And, after the funeral, my kids would get grandparent time. We'd hit the pool, the beach, Publix, Greek food, New York style pizza, drink some local craft beer, some key lime pie, Florida stuff. Man, I miss Florida. Mostly I just eat food when I go there and then put on a bathing suit. It's pretty amazing. I am pale. I am so pale. I'm from Florida and I've never had a tan. I only have like freckles. Anyways, I'll try to focus. So yeah, we did some of that, and the funeral was super sad, but it was really nice to see my family. I mean, with COVID, it's been so long. I think it's been 2 years since I've seen my parents. I don't think I've been in Florida since for like 4 or 5 years. The sunshine, the Florida rain, the Florida thunderstorms, my fave. Anyways, so I figured, we go to a funeral, but we'd also squeeze in a little bit of, family stuff too. So check this out. During the trip, my kids, my parents, my brother, his wife, and kid all get super sick. I did not get sick. Yay for hand washing and never sharing food or drinks ever. I'm gonna keep going with that, man. But anyway, so long story short, taking care of my family, gross, sick disgustingness. I don't do well with like sick stuff. Um, that's not really my idea of a vacation, but I did get to stay in Florida longer than expected and see family, which is great. And I did have some me time, some downtime, some reflection time. And I was not in my office. I was not at home. I wasn't even in the state of Idaho. That's where I live. And I wasn't even in the same time zone. I mean, I was across the country. Eventually everyone felt better and we hit the pool again. But the whole point is there was downtime in between of taking care of disgusting sick people and cleaning up disgustingness. Um, um, So during some of that downtime, I listened to the local TV channels, right? I paid attention to the commercials in between SpongeBob and Lifetime. No offense against any of these shows. I wish I could do all the voices, and I kinda like some SpongeBob, and sometimes I get down with the Lifetime, but, I was more interested in the commercials. I was trying to, like, stimulate my brain in between watching kid shows, and then I remembered that Bright House Networks is a thing because I was in the Tampa, Florida area. So, when I had a free moment, I looked up some of the people in the Tampa, Florida area, and I said hi to them. So, yeah, I was marketing. I was vacationing, and then I squeezed in some work. And when I talked to them, I even had this random real story to tell them why I am looking them up and, what's going on and why I'm in Florida a little bit longer. So I had a reason to talk to them. And it was kind of interesting. And I guess for me, removing myself from my usual surroundings, it just allows my brain to come up with new ideas. Um, new experiences. It helped me come up with this podcast, you know what I'm saying? So, new inputs or new environments, they recharge my brain. They give me new ideas and allow me to look at those same old, tired, dry problems in a completely different way. And, well, that's good, right? So if you need to look at those same old dusty problems in a new way, possibly better way, try some new inputs. Try a vacation if you can take one, like a real one. And dude, wash your hands because when your whole family gets sick on vacation, not fun. So there you go. Food for thought. Speaking of real vacations, I'm taking one, and it's actually planned in July, and I'll be posting my book out dates. And yes, you can always find out when my book out dates are. You can join my email community, kellywilsonvo.com/subscribe, and we're actually taking the kids to Yellowstone. It's going to be cool, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be getting new inputs. I'm going to be getting new ideas. Sure, I'm going to be looking at I'm going to be carrying my bear spray. Like I love nature. I'm kind of like I kinda love birds. My husband makes fun of me for being a birder, but I am. No offense to birders. I'm trying to own it. I'm trying to be cool with it, but it's hard. But, I'm more of a concrete hotel kinda gal. So I'm gonna be carrying my bear spray, like, absolutely afraid of a bear. I don't know what to do with bear. Like, the plan is don't see a bear. But in between, being afraid of getting my face ripped off by a bear, I'm gonna be thinking about my job. I'm gonna be thinking about voiceover. I'm gonna be thinking about, how can I approach a script differently? I can't turn it off. So I'm okay with it. I think it's good, and I'm gonna get different ideas because I'm gonna be in a different spot. So if you can take a legit vacation, please do unwind, recharge the battery, you know, really do that. But if you can't, physically removing yourself from your place of work is really good, and it recharges my battery, and it just I don't know, gives me new ideas, and it just helps me be a better human being and better everything. So, think about it. If you can do it, make it happen, and seriously, if you're like, "Dude, I can't even afford to, like, eat a pizza right now," then just, get out of your house, make yourself leave your office and just take a walk. Do it, try to you can take a vacation, make it happen. Okay. So yeah. Ooh, if you have questions for me, that you'd like for me to cover on the show, dude, ask me. Kelly@kellywilsonvo.com. Love to cover it here on the podcast. Plug if you hire voice actors, that's what I do, man. Check out the demos, kellywilsonvo.com. And ratings, reviews, always appreciated. If you're listening to the podcast live, say hi. If you're listening online, like Lamar said hi, Lamar. Um, if you're listening on Anchor or Apple or wherever, a like, a star, reviews, and, shares. They're always helpful, man. You can subscribe, of course, so you never miss out on an episode. And you can always hit it direct, anchor.fm/Kelly Wilson VO. All right, man. Have a great Saturday. Hopefully you are not working. Um, but if you are, it's, more power to you, man. Have a great weekend and later. Thanks for listening.